friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Now, I know a lot of you on Father's Day were, eating steak and watching television and on your phones, and you're like, you know what? It would be cool if Capital Games were to celebrate fathers in such a way that, would honor dads and even those who were not fathers, who had bad fathers. You were like, okay, Capital Games, why? I understand that, apparently Christmas is not a thing in the Star Wars universe, even though there is that one thing called the Christmas special. But we clearly have some daddy issues. I mean, the whole Darth Vader thing, why did we not get some Darth Vader love? Now, when I was thinking this, my first thought was, just give us shards. Shards that I'm going to take to the shard shop and cash in, whatever, and I'll forget about it. I was not expecting a Darth Vader overhaul. Now, this is one of the things that I am incredibly excited about. I am very stoked, especially since, a lot of videos have come out and ooh, Darth Vader's pretty awesome. Finally, the Dark Lord of the Sith, arguably the main character of the Star Wars, first 9 films. I mean, it's all about Vader. It is all about Vader. As I was jumping over this, I was very excited to see these new changes. Now, let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll talk about why I'm excited. But before we really jump into the new kit and kind of what I think the purpose of this is, the reasoning behind this, let's do the thing that we all love to do and spin and take a look at this new Vader. Now, some of us saw this new Vader coming. We saw a rework for the artwork, and we were very excited. We're like, oh, this is so cool, this artwork. But then we took a closer look at the actual thumbnail in that, the character image, and we're like, it's weird. It's just a little off center. Now, what's fascinating is that it's if you look at the character here, there's definitely some space. He's leaning more to the left than to the right. You may want to read into that, but personally, I'm just going to say, look, EA art department, step it up, my friends. Fix that, because it's weird. But we saw this coming. We're like, okay. This is something that we know is about to happen. They're making some changes. A lot of people, suggested oh, with this, there's going to be some changes, and booyah, grandma, here it is. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual, what they saw. And I won't go over the effective kit, because, you've looked at it, you've seen it, obviously. One of the things that I love about this is this inspiration. What inspired them? And they're like, look, finally, we want to replicate the moment in Rogue One. Now, that is freaking awesome. Anyone who loves Star Wars loves Rogue One, and if you don't get chills when standing in the darkness, all those rebels are just waiting, what's going on? They're all kind of freaked out, and then Vader, you hear the hum, the voice modulator, right? And the ignition of the is the coolest effing moment ever. It's amazing. Now, the fact that they're doing this is awesome. Now, Vader has now become indestructible. Vader in the game, not in, the film. Obviously, Vader in the film is very destructible. Clearly, he's not even fireproof. Just say. But this is a really awesome kit, addition. They've made it so where that he goes often, he hits a freaking dump truck, and it is really, really impressive. Now, a lot of people are asking, they're like, well, why? If you jump over to Star Wars and kind of look at what we're seeing, look at the videos. A lot of people are this is ridiculous. He's so good now. like Cubs fan Holland, he just posted this video with gridded, love gridded. Also, great hair. Olive branch or massive mistake. And I think that coupled with a lot of what we're seeing, specifically in the Galaxy of Heroes, makes me believe one thing. I do think that the developers over at Capital Games have heard our cry. And I don't think it has anything to do with Galactic Legends. For years, people have been talking about how new characters are just, they're amazing, but it makes the power creep go up, right? One of the things that they've gone over, one of the things that they've talked about is the idea of a rock, paper, scissors style, not event, but a meta, right? And this was something that they focused on a lot more when CG Carey was in charge, and definitely something that was kind of an interesting concept, right? Where you had a certain series of characters or a certain group of characters, that could defeat a certain group of characters, and so on and so forth. Yes, they're doing this because Vader needed a rework, right? He needed to be caught. Personally, I just thought that we needed a new Vader, right? That's what they've done in the past. But what they're doing here is they're making this Vader so that he is exceptional to a point you don't have to go and farm. Now, I love that. Now, personally, I'm going to jump real quick back over to my BlueStacks here. Vader is awesome. Like, I have my Vader at nearly Galactic G13, right? I'm about to start relicking. And I wasn't necessarily going to. But I am absolutely going to now. Now, Merciless Massacre. I'm 3 Zeta shards away. And I am so excited to get those last 3. Because this is where my next Zeta is going. Once I get some of my other characters up, my absolute focus will be on Darth Vader because he's amazing, as you see in some of these videos. Now, but again, the question is this an olive branch? Is this a fix? Did they make a mistake? I think that they're trying to fix the power creep. And the reason I think that is whatever tool they have been working on for like the last forever, and it feels like an eternity because it has been. I think that tool is going to help them retune a lot of the characters, specifically some of these old characters. And why do I think that? If you jump back over to forums, look at the event calendar, right? You have Clone Wars Chewie as the login character. This is a character that they literally throw at us. And I say literally in like a virtual, very non-literal idea, right? They figuratively have been throwing these characters at us. Clone Wars Chewbacca is a character that is one of those characters that for no reason, they're like, hey, you know what, we made a mistake, here's 3 Chewie shards. Or, hey, it's a Monday, here's 3 Chewie shards, right? They've done that for years. It's been the ongoing joke. Chewbacca, Clone Wars Chewie has a character, is a character that could potentially, with a lot of the reworks, a lot of the new characters, a lot of the focus on the Clone Wars era, a slight touch-up, like this Vader, could make all of a sudden Clone Wars Chewie way better, right? And old characters that we have, that players who've been playing this game for years, all of a sudden could be like, hey, this is something. Now, personally, I think that they're going to be using this tool as a way to do a touch-up, right? And Vader is their first trial run, right? I mean, it's the end of June. Let's face it, it's the end of the quarter. We haven't had a road ahead. They're not going to give us a road ahead this month and then later next month give us another. That'd be crazy. But they'll give us, like, I think a much more detailed road ahead and say this is where we're going. This is this galaxy a little bit. But then, there's a lot of potential here. But I do think Vader is that first look at me and let's see how I perform. Let's see how the community reacts. And that's what I'm thinking. That's why I think that this isn't necessarily a kit that's going to be retooled. It very well might be. I could be wrong, and it's all over the place. And here in a couple weeks, we could see a tweaking of the retweak. But I don't think so. I think this is our first step into a much larger picture. But these are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? I think a lot of people in the community are very happy about what Vader is and what he can do currently. I think he's amazing. But what do you guys? What are your thoughts? What are your concerns? Do you have a Relic 7 Vader, and is all of a sudden this your favorite thing in the world? Were you working towards a Relic 7 Vader, and this is like Christmas in June? I don't know. Let me know. Leave a comment in the section below and tell me. I'd love to have conversations. I do try to reply to as many responses as I can get. So please, in the section below, in the description section below, you'll find 2 links. The first link is a link to Audible. You can get a free audiobook just yesterday. The sequel book for Alphabet Squadron, Shadow Falls, just launched. I've been listening to it. Currently, I know you see a black screen, but I am listening to it. Very much enjoying it. If you sign up for Audible, you get 1 free book. Sign up for a month. You don't pay a thing, but you do help out the channel. Get your book. It's free. And then cancel. You keep the book. It's amazing. I love doing it. It's wonderful. I have so many books on my phone. The second link in the section below is a link to the Going Nerdy swag store, where you can find cool shirts like this. Order 66 was an inside job. Don't worry about my battle chest stretching it out. They are on sale. Great quality. I freaking love it. I buy them all the time. Every time. And I'm buying these for me. I'm making these for me. But if you want to help support the channel, please do check out the link below. Let me know, though. Most importantly, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious. Hit the subscribe button and then the little bell icon in the corner, and you can be updated every time I post a video. Let me know what you guys think. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends...